Hello Heavy Metal Maidens and Masters, I'm Heavy Metal Mum and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a slightly different video for you. We are doing Killstar, the good, the bad and the poorly made. But before we get to that, remember to like this video, comment down below to discuss any of the things that come up in the video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and thank you to all of you that already do. Hit that notification bell so you can find out whenever I upload, and welcome. So, Killstar. A lot of people love them, a lot of people hate them. They are a massive, massive figure in the goth fashion field. I definitely have a soft spot for them, hence why I help run the Killstar Addicts Anonymous group on Facebook. I mean, I say I help run. Jules and Cindy do most of it. I just occasionally stick my oar in, cause problems for them probably. But yes, we have a Killstar Addicts Anonymous group on Facebook. We also have an Alternative Fashion Addicts Anonymous group on Facebook if you fancy heading over and joining one of those. The links to those groups are down in the description. And on there we discuss a lot of Killstar stuff. And I have to admit that recently I have noticed that the quality for Killstar has gone down a bit. So I wanted to discuss some of my favourite Killstar items, some of the things that I have from Killstar that they have their pros, they have their cons, and some of the things from Killstar that I have that I just think there is something quite wrong with them. So let's discuss Killstar, the good, the bad, and the poorly made. So we're going to start with the good. The first thing that I have, this is stunning. I don't think I ever made a video on this because I bought this way before my YouTube channel came out and it had been and gone. This is the Killstar Divination Doom dress. This dress is quite frankly the most beautiful thing that I own. This thing is stunning. It is an absolute feat of design. It is so beautifully made. It is such clever construction. It is absolutely stunning. And I got it for an absolute steal. I think when I bought it, its RRP was about £55, maybe £60. I then got it in a sale for 20% off. I probably had a voucher, blah, 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 blah. I think I paid £40 for this dress. If they sold this dress now, this dress would be £120. Easy, easy £120. There is so much fabric in it, if nothing else. It's like 6 layers of mesh in the skirt. It's got all this beautiful faux leather detailing. It's got corseting at the back. It is a work of art. It's absolutely beautiful. Cannot fault this dress. If you manage to get your hands on a second-hand one of these, buy it. Okay, if I could, I would try and get this in the size up because this is an extra small and I can get in it, but it's not as comfortable as it was when I bought it because I have put on weight since I bought it. I'm trying to lose it, but it's, you know, it's hard to lose weight. So I absolutely adore it. It is a magnificent work of art. It is it's the most beautiful dress that I own. I absolutely love it. I wish I could fit in it better. I wish I had more occasions to wear it. But like I said, if you manage to get your hands on this, or if you have one of these, chef's kiss, absolute perfection. This is definitely one of the best things that Killstar have ever made. Okay, the next thing. This is the Assassin's Hood. So I bought this quite a few years ago now. We were definitely at our old house, so it's at least 2, if not 3 years ago that I bought this hoodie. It's like an open front hoodie. It's magnificent. It's magnificent. I still wear it all the time. All the time. It is so beautiful. It swings beautifully. I love the open collar, which means you can wear it with almost anything. It's just an absolute, again, work of genius design, and it's stunning. Heavy Metal Hubby has one as well. He wears it all the time. I had a comment recently on the video that I did when I first got this and was reviewing it, saying, you know, how is it fed? And this is what basically sparked this video because I was like, it's still phenomenal. It's washed beautifully. It's fantastic to take to festivals because you can just sling it over pretty much anything. Even if your outfit's quite bulky, you can sling it over anything. The hood is so flattering. The only thing that I've done is, and I've done this with almost all of my Killstar like hoodies and coats and things like that, none of them come with hanging hook. So I've got some ribbon and I've sewn hanging hooks on everything because it's just so much easier to hang everything up by the front door or in my cupboard if it's not going on a hanger like this. If you want to be able to hang it on a hook, I did this because they're not great for hanging stuff on, and I didn't like hanging it by the hood. It stretches the hood, so I have added little hanging hooks on pretty much everything that I own now, jackets from everywhere. This is beautiful. Again, I get complimented on it all the time when I wear it out. It is just one of those things that works with everything. Absolutely stunning. Again, I know they still sell this because I think it's probably one of their best sellers. get yourself an assassin's hood. I flipping love it. Okay, these next items. These are the violet boots. Now this is probably one of the most recent things that I've bought that I wanted to add onto this list. I love these boots. They have fared really well. Quite a few of my other Killstar boots and heels and things like that, they don't necessarily fare so well. They get a bit scuffed up, whatever. I just think the design of them, having the steel toe cap, they just really work. If you watch my original video where I actually review them, there is some issues with the buckles. You can go and watch that video if you're interested in buying them, because they have now brought them out in patent with like a gunmetal black toe and accessories here, you know, with the buttonholes, all of these buckles, etc., are all like a gunmetal black. I'm so tempted to get them because I love gunmetal black, but I don't think I would end up wearing patent very much. I know that Kirsty, Simply Spooky, has just purchased a pair because she was asking me about them, so I directed her to the video. We had a little discussion. So keep an eye out on her channel. She will have a review of the new patent ones for you guys, but I love them. They're so comfortable. Again, when I wear them to work, I get loads of compliments. They're great for like a corporate goth outfit. They're just comfy, easy to wear. The heel is nice and low, but wearable. You can really dress them up or dress them down. A great buy, and they've really worn well. I've had these for I think at least a year now. I haven't even really worn the heel down very much, which for me is quite the feat. I am hard on my shoes. I wear the heels down very easily, so I am really thrilled with how these have fared. These are the Killstar Violet boots. Right, so the next item, it's this. It's the Killstar Eternal Eclipse Fedora. I'm not sure if they still actually sell this. They sell some variations on it. I saw one that had bats on it. I had it in my basket for ages. I kept meaning to buy it. It's still on my wish list and it just keeps saying it's sold out. But the fedoras that they do at Killstar are amazing. Now obviously I haven't got any of the later releases of the fedoras, so the quality may have changed, but this one is stunning. I love the moons on it. It's just easy to wear. It's a great size, not too big, not too small, because I do have some of their bigger hats and I love a big hat, but sometimes they can almost be too big, whereas this is a really nice, neat size. You feel a bit cowboyish when you wear it, but you know, it's good. It's good. And I really love it. I think it's one of those ones that you can wear it in the summer and it's not too hot, but it covers your eyes. I just think it's a great little accessory. If you just want to add something and have a little bit of hat action, it's the perfect hat. It seems to suit everyone. It's a fantastic hat. I would definitely recommend, if you can find yourself one, pick up the Eternal Eclipse hat. Okay, so the next item is this. This is the Sigil skull necklace. Now, this is from a time been and gone. I've had so many people have asked me about this necklace. Where did I get it? Where can they get one? They brought this out. It was a real steal. I think I got it for about £20. It's really heavy. It's really meaty. It's incredibly detailed, this skull. They did it in this colour and they also did it in gold. It's sold out. I really think it's one of those things that they should definitely make another one of these. I mean, it would probably be twice the price if they did, but I think this is something, if they re-release this, it would sell because it was beautiful. And you know, a lot of people compliment me on it. It's even got like I think it's like one of these astrological maps on the top of the skull. I'll do some close-up shots so that you can see it, but it's a beautifully detailed skull. It's really cool. I like the fact that it's like this sort of brushed murky silver colour as opposed to like a bright shiny chrome-like silver. So it really looks, it just looks a bit more interesting and I love it. Really interesting, different piece that I just haven't seen anything like it by anyone else at all. And it has really lasted very well. This is the Sigil skull necklace, definitely an amazing item. And the last item from my good is the Void lipstick. I have so many of these. So my friend at work was asking about black lipstick, so I gave her my old one. I've just opened a new one. I've still got this one that is in its box waiting to be opened. I really like the formula of the Coven Cosmetics lipstick. I really like the black lipstick formula. I also really like the colour Dusk and Vampire, but they are both discontinued and I don't know why. Vampire was a beautiful, really sort of blood red. looks amazing with my hair. It's almost got like a blue tone to it, which is really unusual, and it's perfect. I love it. It suits my skin tone. It really, really highlights my hair. And then the dusk is a really nice greyish mauvey nude, and I love it. And they've discontinued the pair of them. So come on, Killstar, you know, redo those lipsticks, because I absolutely love them. I'm going to be so sad when I've got to try and get another version of Dusk, because I don't know where I'm going to get that lipstick from, because it is perfect. It is the perfect shade, and I'm going to be so sad when I finally use up the last of that tube. But no, they're definitely, their black is my favourite black. I've tried quite a lot of different black lipsticks, and I absolutely love it. That is the Killstar Void lipstick from Coven Cosmetics. Okay, so the next few items are things that overall I like, but there are some problems with them. So the first ones is the See You in Hell slippers. Now, I love these slippers. They're perfect for me. They're absolutely perfect. They are just the right thickness. They're not too hot. They're not too, you don't get too chilly in them. So I've had some of the, you know, the really big, like, it's like putting your feet inside a cuddly toy. My feet get far too hot for that. Don't do very well with that. I wanted some that were more like a pair of slides, but a little bit fuzzy. And these are absolutely perfect. I really love them. I love the motif on them. I just knackered them, basically. That was the main thing. I wore them to death. So the soles are absolutely knackered. They stink. They absolutely stink. But I want more. If I can, I would buy them in my size again. And they've only got them in a 3 to 4, a UK 3 to 4, and I'm a 5 to 6. So if they re-release these, I would buy these again in a heartbeat, because they are my favourite slippers of all time. And we will come on to the other ones that I had before, but I would definitely rebuy these. They just haven't stood up to the test of time very well. Bearing in mind though, these are probably at least 2 years old when this has happened. So I think they've, you know, they've lasted very, very well. I can now feel that there's like, I think there's like cardboard or something underneath this fur, and it's starting to shift around inside, which I'm gutted. I don't know what I'm going to do when these finally die, but they're good. They're just not quite as well made as they could be, and I just wish that they would bring them out again, or even something with a different motif on it. But I really like this style of slippers, and I want more. And I don't like the ones where it's like putting your foot in a teddy bear, and yeah, there's problems with the wedgie style ones, but that is the See You in Hell slippers. So the next items are the Enchantra Sunglasses. Okay, I love these sunglasses. They are beautiful. They're like goth Jackie O sunglasses. The problem is they break. So this pair only got one arm. This pair only got one lens. So I literally, at the beginning of the week, bought a third pair of them because I love the design. They are beautiful. And considering how much they are, it's not the end of the world if they break. Bearing in mind, I bought the first pair when they very first came out. So I've probably bought a pair maybe every 18 months to 2 years, which, bearing in mind, because they're my favourite ones, they definitely end up in my handbag the most. So it's not surprising that they end up getting a bit knackered, you know, and end up with no lens. Or, you know, I think these, I probably sat on them and so it broke here and so the lens has fallen out. And I suspect these, I probably sat on them and so it's snapped the arm. Unfortunately, because of the way that they're made, they're moulded. They're not screwed in, the hinge joints here. Because I did think, oh, I could take the arm off that one and put it on this one. But they're just moulded into the plastic. So you can't take the arm from one and put it on another one, which is a shame. But then they're not that expensive. So they're £20 in the UK, which of course I never pay full price for anything from Killstar. With a voucher and a discount code, and when they're on a sale and blah blah blah, I end up paying a lot less than that. So it's not the end of the world. They're cheaper than Primark sunglasses, but quite frankly, Primark sunglasses are probably made by a child in some sweatshop somewhere. So I mean, I don't know whether these are. I try not to think about it too much because I mean, I think everything is made in a sweatshop by someone somewhere. But they are nice quality. I like the fact that they really cover your eyes. I love the Jackie O, and it's sort of like a romantic, gothy. It's just beautiful. They are amazing. I get so many compliments when I wear them. They just keep breaking. So they're cool, but the quality could be better, which is, you know, if they could up the quality and make them £10 more expensive, I would rather pay £30 for them and them definitely not break, and have screws where the hinges are so that you can replace the arm if there's a problem with them, and reinforce the bit under the eyes and that kind of thing. I would pay more for them, but there we go. So the next item is the Killstar Casket Carry Case. Who doesn't love a coffin-shaped suitcase? It's beautiful. It's just perfect for a weekend away at a hotel. You can get 2 or 3 days worth of outfits in it. I can get all my makeup in there. I can even get a telescopic tripod in there. And who wouldn't love trundling into a hotel with a coffin-shaped suitcase with a little bat on the front? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But the size of it means that on UK airlines, it's about 2 centimetres too big for hand luggage. And sometimes now they're quite strict on whether or not you have to check something in the hold. And I would not want to put this in the hold of an aeroplane. I get the feeling that it is not designed to withstand being thrown around and being scraped along the floor of the aircraft, having other things piled on top of it. I just would not want to risk it. It's too beautiful for that. It's too expensive for that. The other thing that I have found, particularly with mine, is that the lining has torn inside it, which is such a shame because it means it doesn't quite properly hold everything. I'm always a little bit worried that something is going to tear the lining again when I put it in there, so I have to be a little bit careful about it. But overall, it has fared very well. It's just not in quite as good nick as I would have liked, considering how much it costs. I just think if they'd made the lining, or at least the separation partition zip part, out of a slightly thicker, more hardy material, it would just mean that it was a better quality product, and it would just mean that you were definitely a little more confident in it to do its job properly. So that was the good, that was the mediocre. Now we hit the bad. Okay, so the first things that I have, these are the Starchild Slippers. I did not get these that long ago. I quite liked them when I got them. Wasn't as big a fan as the See You in Hell slippers, but they were, you know, a nice replacement for the See You in Hell slippers. And then this happened. I was walking in them, I sort of slipped, and the whole thing just ripped apart. So it's not only has it ripped this piece that goes over the top of your foot away from all the stitching, but it's also then ripped the stitching that's got the platform inside it as well. So basically it's completely knackered them. They're utterly and completely useless. It's such a shame. They're just nowhere near as good quality as the See You in Hell slippers. And I mean, I just hadn't had them for very long. I'm very, very disappointed. I just think the design is rubbish. Yes, they've got like a rubbery sole there, but I think having a flexible rubbery sole, I think that's what it was. It was because they didn't flex. I sort of slipped a bit and it just ripped away the fabric because that was the path of least resistance. So sadly, not a big fan of the Starchild Slippers. Okay, so this next item, I got this a while ago. This is the Scarlotte Messenger Bag, and I've been wanting to do a video explaining what's going on with this bag for a while. So the Scarlotte Messenger Bag has like what I would call, it's like a messenger bag clip. You push it in and it pushes up. Okay, now, because I would hold it by this a lot, that means that all the force is going into this clip here. And what happened is it tore across here, but one of the screws didn't quite go properly into the leather, so it was mainly on a seam. So it just ripped through the seam and was hanging on by a thread there. So I bought this off of eBay. I managed to find a pack of, I think it was just one, might have been a pack of 3 off of eBay. I had to cut about 1/2 inch, so about 2 centimetres off of the bit of fake leather here that goes onto the clip, and I had to cut away some of this portion here. I then had to sew it all back together. I had to screw this on. I had to glue gun the edges to try and seal them, you know, and I was like, brilliant, I've fixed my bag. I've now got like a briefcase style bag to take to work. This is brilliant. I really like it. And so look, if you look on the side here, you've got these eyelets here where the strap goes through. So of course, when it was broken there, I couldn't use this handle here because all the force is going through there. If you've not got it done up, your bag's open all the time. So I would just leave it open and I would hold it by the strap. So the strap is fine through this eyelet. I've taken it off because this eyelet is completely decimated. So I've unclipped it now. Look, the eyelet itself has come off. It's still attached to this clip here. I must admit, the clips on these are some serious heavy duty clips. They're brilliant, but it's absolutely ripped through the fake leather here. There is literally just a tiny piece of fabric here holding on. So I'm going to try and take this to like a cobbler or a Timpson, somewhere like that, see if there's anything they can do, if they can patch it up, if there's any way that they can repair this. But I'm gutted because I spent ages repairing this, only to find that when the first time I used it, this basically just tore through because it had had too much stress put on it. So it's knackered because it's a nice bag. It's a great size for the office. You know, I love it. It's got pentagrams on it. It's got spikes. It's, you know, it's corporate goth gold, and the design is so poor. I don't understand why they couldn't have done it that have this strap here, but have it so that this isn't the only thing that's keeping it together, because the combination of the shoulder strap being naff and therefore having this strap here and this buckle thing here being rubbish and being poorly attached, it was screwed on really badly. It's meant that this thing is utterly useless when it would be perfect for work. Perfect. And yet at the moment, basically unusable. So yeah, that is the Scarlotte Messenger Bag. Definitely one of the bad. Okay, this next item I actually spoke about in a video a long time ago when I did an anti-haul, because I was filming this top for a haul video and the skull zipper pull here literally came off in my hand as I was filming the video. So my daughter still wears this top. She loves it. I think for her it's quite nice actually that it's not got too much. She likes something a little bit gothy, but we don't want to be too, you know, over the top. Some adults find it inappropriate seeing an 11-year-old in a super gothy top. So for her it's perfect. I did talk about maybe putting a little bat charm or something on there. We might do that in the future, we'll see. But this is the Gennie top, or the Gennie top, the Gennie top. The fact that this zipper pull broke, I mean, it still works, the zipper still works. It's only a little thing. It's just the fact that it was such poor construction that it literally fell off as I'm filming the try-on video. I'd maybe worn it 5 times at most for this try-on video. So it was not built to last. Are you kidding me?
What? The zipper's gone.
So, you know, I'm not that thrilled. I also wasn't that thrilled about the material. It's very thick. For Taryn, it's great. She's a kid. They run hot. But so it's fine for her. She doesn't need to have something on over the top. But I found it was too warm to wear a cardigan. But with the short sleeve, these little cap sleeves, I was too cold in it. So, yeah, not terrible, but not great either. Especially when this was probably 30 quid, you know. So, again, not brilliant. Okay, the last item that I have, this is the Starshine Penta tank. Now, this is beautiful. I do wear it all the time. I do really enjoy it. However, when it turned up, these straps, these ones here, so it's got a pentagram at the back. When you wear it, it comes in a pentagram. It's, you know, that's the whole point. It's, you know, very cool looking. These straps were like 2 inches too long. So I had to undo all the stitching, cut them down, fold the things over, pin them, re-sew them, which for me isn't that much work. But for somebody who's got no sewing skills and no sewing equipment, for something that you've paid good money for, that's not good. Now, to be honest, I probably wouldn't have mentioned this in this video, but they've just brought out, yeah, Lilith's Blood Mesh Tunic Vest. It's this. They've just remade it. There isn't a split in the back here now, from what I can see on the pictures on the website. But other than that, it's the same top. So, well, it doesn't seem to have this modesty panel in it anymore, which is, I think, how they've managed to get away with saying it's a different item. But I think you could well end up with the same problems of these just not being anywhere near the right size. So it's, again, not a heinous thing, but it's definitely not great when you're paying, you know, 20, 30 pounds for a top. I expect I got this for 20 pound. I very much doubt it's 20 pound now. I suspect this is 30 to 40 pounds now, or even more. And you have to end up doing a DIY on it. It's not a great thing. So yes, I do still wear this. I love it. It looks great with a pair of shorts in the summer. I was just very miffed about the fact that I had to rejig the straps to make it a wearable top. So what are your Killstar good items? What are your bad items? What are your poorly made but I kind of love them items? Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear your feedback about the brand and let me know what you think. I, as always, have a code for Kate's Clothing. That is Heavy Metal Mama, and that will get you a 20% discount at Kate's Clothing. That is a one-time use only code. And I also have a link to Killstar's website where you can save yourself £5 if you want to go and buy it direct from Killstar. I would advise go and buy it from Kate's Clothing. You always get a better deal. She's got great returns, etc, etc. But if you want something that's only available on Killstar, there is also a £5 off coupon down in the description. That one you have to click the link because it's like 3 pages long. So, you know, go get yourself some money off. I love helping you guys save some money. Tell me what items you like. Tell me what items you hate. Tell me what things you've had that you love but the quality's been a bit subpar. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments, and remember to like this video, comment down below to discuss any of the things that come up in the video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and thank you to all of you that already do. Hit that notification bell so you can find out whenever I upload, and remember people, stay heavy.